What's up guys, Hungry Stingram back with myself. Right now it's New Year's and a lot of you I think everyone wants to become stronger in some way. Maybe you have something you want to achieve for the New Year's that may help you become stronger in one way or another. It depends how you define strength. But the thing with strength is there's a principle behind strength about how you know the saying that how the saying the strong stay strong. There's a reason for that saying, is because the strong know how to take care of themselves. They know how to be self-sufficient. The weak, now I'm not saying depending on others is a weak trait. By no means is not weak, because that's a skill. Asking people for things and receiving it is a skill. And I'm not saying nothing, but I'm saying that strong people know how to get what they need and stay strong. Depends what you define as strong. Usually when I think of strength, I think of some type of life energy, some type of sexual energy, some type of clear, deep thinking. Being able to being able to, your body feels free. Your body feels free, you can think clearly, you got good posture, and you got good life energy, good sexual energy. And I'll explain more about sexual energy maybe in another video, but how this is how now, in order to make this all very clearly, I gotta go to nature, because I looked at a few nature things. Like I saw this on Animal Planet. Picture this. This is picture this. A male lion in nature. He's male lions, adult male lions, they have the mane, like they have like a circular thing of hair just flowing out, like just a circular thing, like they have hair all around their heads. And the male lion has 3 or 4 female lions, and he has cubs. Now, and there are times when there's a shortage of food. Maybe the wildebeest are not in the area. Maybe they're migrating. Certain periods of the time when food's just scarce for some reason. Because nature, this is off topic, but nature is neutral to your needs. It doesn't care if you live or survive. It is just a system in itself. It's neutral. It pretty much says, it's pretty much just neutral and just let things be, kind of, with nature. If you look at the wild, there's no judgments or anything. It's like you either survive or you eat, you flourish, or you and you die, because like someone said that energy cannot be destroyed, it can only be transferred. So energy in nature, if something dies, it goes back to the earth, or it gets into somebody else's stomach. So it's like this give and take process. So with the lion, in times of need, going back on topic, is the wildebeest, or maybe not in the area, and the lion, there's a shortage of food in the lion family. So with the male lion, who do you think is gonna be able to eat first? Do you think it's the female lions? Do you think it's the cubs? Or do you think it's the male lions? Who do you think is going to be able to eat first? the answer is the strongest one, the male lion, because if the male lion is gone, they have no protection. The male lion is the strongest one. Now, like, if I've seen this a lot, like in companies, if the leader is gone, the top leader, who's like, I saw this, and this is I didn't see it actually, but from what I've heard, there was a guy in this company, in this big company, is really well known. When he left the company, this guy was a guy who was good for the company, but when he left the company and the company started getting into disorganization, making all sorts of, really shitty products. So, it always goes back to the head. Now, the head guy, the leader, the strong people, I think, I'm not saying sometimes you have to be a follower and sometimes you have to be a leader, but I'm saying if you're truly strong, you should be able to know how to be self-sufficient. Like the male lion is not, I think he knows that, he's the strongest one, so he eats up the food. It may seem like selfishness, but it's not, because think about it like this. If the male lion's gone, the female lions and the cubs are vulnerable. And it's, and the, so, it's, point being is that the male lion is the protection for the, for the entire family. I'm sorry, I'm drawing up blanks for some reason. I'm drawing up blanks for some reason. So point being is that, some people, they try to be, this is a problem I see with a lot of people, is that people try to be a little bit too, they try to satisfy other people too much before they take care of their own needs. I'm not saying you have to be like a selfish bastard or something. Like, you don't have to be a person that is just all about me, don't worry about anybody else, because this society rewards people who are able to provide a service or goods or services to other people. So you have to be helpful to other people too. It doesn't promote too much selfishness, but another problem is that is that some people, they try to fulfill the expectations of other people too much. They try to please dad, make dad feel good and give dad these, I don't know, give dad these, try to satisfy dad by working at his shop, try to satisfy mom by trying to study biology, and try to do well in school, and then try to please the gym instructor. You're on the track team, you try to please him too. They're trying to fulfill too much expectations, and they ended up depleting their energy and becoming weak, because they're being pulled in too many directions. So they become weak and become energy depleted. They can't think straight. They're having all sorts of problems with themselves, and then it's just too much stuff. So like they say, this is something from another topic, but somebody always says you gotta pay yourself first. Not just money, but you gotta make sure you get your health straight first. You gotta make sure you get your health straight first. Make sure, maybe you're a kid, this may not apply to you so much, but make sure you get, this is something, health should apply for, but for money, it's like especially when you're hitting that age when you have to become more self-dependent. You gotta make sure you get your money tight for yourself first before you start worrying about other people's financial stuff. Just make sure you get yourself first, because you're the if you're trying to be strong, you gotta make sure you stay strong. And this is all connected. I think everyone has this, like I said, this mountain to climb, and how you're going to reach the top of your own. And sometimes the mountain requires you to be the pillar for other people, sometimes it requires you, but in order to reach the top, I think you always have to stay strong in order to keep going. In order to reach the top of whatever the mountain represents, basically whatever your main objective is. Usually I think of it as a field, like the mountain of electronics, or the mountain of exercise or something. I usually think of the mountain as a field, but it could apply to other things. The mountain of child rearing. Whatever your main goal in life is, in order to reach the top, or to become the best or the most well known, or for something, for your own mountain, you have to make sure you stay strong to reach the top. So I hope this makes sense to you guys. This is a new year, new opportunities, and hopefully, like I said, the other day I said that this is the year, the past, how many years you lived, or just preparation for this 1 year. Maybe you lived 15 years, maybe you lived 20 years. Well, if you're 20, the past 19 years was preparation for this 1 year. This year, the past 19 years was just build-up for this 1 year, where the opportunities will start shining itself. And this is just one way of thinking. So I'll see you guys next time.